Hello and welcome to episode 27 of the Long Distance Stitchers. My name is Megan,
I am also Megan.
and we're here to talk about cross stitch and I think some crochet or knitting, something.
Knitting. Knitting.
Knitting,
Just a little.
lots of knitting, just a little bit of knitting. Yeah, this will be our February update. February was a very good month for me, and a
It
pretty good
did
month
not
for you.
feel like a good month for me, and yet I have 15 things to share with you today.
I
Probably
have
doesn't feel too
11.
so scattered, so I don't even remember. I was like, oh, I've done that, and I've done that, and I've done. And I'm like, how is this possible?
Yeah, where do you find the time? It was only 29 days.
I don't know where I find the time, honestly. Carve it out in little chunks to keep the sanity.
Yeah, it's been a very busy month for me. I feel like it was very busy, but I still accomplished some things.
Awesome.
Do you have your card, your tarot card to begin?
Tarot card. I drew the chariot. Chariot.
Oh,
This is from my Silver Acorn Tarot, which is Stephanie Bushima. Beautiful.
oh, he's so cute.
Love it a lot. And the chariot, can imply that there is movement or a journey, and I'm going on a plane tomorrow. So
Going on a journey.
I like the cards know that. So there it is. I love this
I
deck so
mean,
much.
it's not a super fun journey, but it's still a journey.
Yeah. It's not that it isn't even fun. It's just ridiculous that I have to go south to go north. That's all.
That is ridiculous. But that is quite the journey.
Yeah. So, what's
I drew from my Connolly tarot deck. It was the first one I earned. That was the second one I got. I drew the Eight of Swords,
oh,
which is meant to imply uh, it says, unable to make any decision, you feel very restricted. You have experienced hurt or anxiety. Your time will come soon in the spring of a new opportunity. It is definitely going to be spring soon. Kind of already spring. But what is this new opportunity?
right?
I guess we will see. I guess we will see.
It'll be a surprise for everybody.
Yeah. I do love a new opportunity.
Mhm.
Did you fully finish anything? Or
I
you
did
just
not.
no, me neither. I definitely made plans to fully finish some stuff. I
But
went as far as getting things out of the cupboard and setting them on my cutting table. But
I mean, I guess technically
then
I
they just,
finished my ATC and put that in the mail.
yeah,
Right? It wasn't fully finished before, but now it is.
I did also fully finish mine and get that in the mail.
I'm looking around because I have once again, I don't know what I did with my board.
Oh,
And
you're showing off board.
I've got an envelope I can use. But it's very perplexing to me because it shouldn't have gone very far.
No,
And like, yes, I live in chaos, but the board should be on top of the chaos. So I don't know.
yeah,
Yeah,
it was like recently used.
yeah. Recently and regularly.
Mhm.
Alas, I do not know. Oh well.
Well,
So
no
who's gonna
board today.
finish this first?
You have more than me, right? Yeah. Okay, I can go first.
Okay.
So, as we discussed, my ATC card
Woo! Great Scott.
fully finished and sent out. The pattern was from Good Morning Maui, which was an Etsy shop. They had a different quote on there that was just like backstitched, and it was like a lot longer. So I just did a little Great Scott
Yeah.
across the top. Oh, look, pictures of friends. And um, and I did, yeah, Marty in the dock. So the theme if people are not aware. The theme was the year you were born, and you're meant to stitch a little playing card sized stitch that in some way symbolized the year that you were born. And I was born in 1985. Actually, the future came out in 1985. Luckily, someone had already made a pattern for that, so I didn't have to create anything. And yeah, that was really fun to work on. And I sent it off at the end of January or the beginning of February. Yeah, that was my big finish of the month,
I love it.
my first finish of the month. And then I finished many Quirky Quakers. So first I finished this little moose.
I
So
love it. I really like that fabric. Where'd you get it?
this fabric I dyed myself. And I think it's a 16 count. It was just like a scrap of Aida. Um, and it's the browns are DMC, and then the green is Asparagus by Roxy Flosco. Just turned out very good. I was kind of going for like a dark foresty kind of color. I think it turned out pretty well. So that was my January whip go, Quirky Quaker whip go that I didn't finish. And then my February Quirky Quaker, one of them was a forest animal was the prompt. And I was gifted the Quirky Quaker raccoon, all kitted up as part of the kitted up swap, which was perfect for my work go call. So I stitched him up in a couple of days. And then I also did the lovebirds, which was the seasonal uh, prompt. And I did it in these three colors from Burn and Needle, which is the February floss pack from last year. So they are
Nice.
very good, very good colors for the Valentine's Quaker. And then I had a big finish. So I finally have finished Data Portraits in Paris by Shaded Stitchery because I really wanted to stitch or I really wanted to start Freedom Motif Sampler, which I still haven't actually started. But I was like, I need to finish this before I start another big sampler. So I have basically had, I was like up to here. I think I did this chunk, all of these guys, and then like this, and then these two long swirly ones down at the bottom. Like everything, it was so close to being done. So it only took me like a couple like good long stitching days, but not a lot of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very happy with it. I want to frame it. It's been sitting on my table for
I
like,
have mine in my office and it gets the most comments.
yeah, I bet it does.
You come
Yeah,
in.
cool. And the reason that I started working on this was because Nuri from Shaded Stitchery, she didn't release anything for Black History Month this year, but she was just kind of like Black History all the time, and I was like, yeah, fair enough. And but she did release a PDF of all of the stuff that she had posted along with the Stitch Along last February. So
Mhm.
if you missed that, or if you are just curious about where all these little symbols came from, it's on her Gumroad. And I think it's like a pay what you want. I paid like $5 for it or something. Um, but yeah, it was yeah. So now I can go through and it was good because like I definitely, as I was stitching it last year, was like following along with it. And then when I fell off, I was like, oh, I have to like go back and read all the things that I missed. And now I don't have to do that. I can just read the PDF.
Yeah, you don't have to go trolling through Instagram.
Exactly.
Well, it looks great.
Those were all my finishes.
Fantastic. Okay. I finished 9 things this month. That's a lot.
What a month.
I don't even know what I did. Well, I did have a list. So first, right after, I guess technically this was still January, but right after we filmed, I went on an airplane trip, just like this month. Um, this is the Elvis stitch. Is that how you say it? Elvis stitch?
Something like that.
cryptid quirky Quaker. I love this little antlered bird so much. So,
I like that blue color. That's nice.
um, if you had asked me 3 weeks ago what floss I used, I probably could have told you. Today I cannot. Whatever I pulled that looked good. I love it. And that's just a 14 count
Just
random.
like a light blue, random.
Hmm. Then after I finished that, I worked on some other things, and then I got to work because I had been behind. So I just sat down and did two in a row, my January and February Stitch for Bride. So
Yay!
that is the Jessie fabric determination. I got a 20 count, so teeny tiny. And then I have Jazz's floss pack. And so the first top one is the January one, which is Keith Haring, which we talked about last time as well. And then this is Kindy Wiley. My green is very tone on tone on this fabric. It shows up much nicer in person. Get a little bit shade there. But Dee went ahead and because Kahindi's portraits are so detailed, right? And to stitch those. So Dee did this really beautiful floral piece, uh, shield piece, inspired by his artwork. And then if you haven't seen it yet, Marches, it's a sriracha bottle.
It's
So
really cool.
we'll talk about that more in plans, but I'm very excited. So those were two. I count each month as a finish. So those were two finishes.
I finished mine too, but I count it as one big whip.
No, they're finishes. I
You,
ain't got nothing left to stitch on that pattern at the end of the month. It's a finish.
I guess that's true. I don't know.
I also did thread chicken. So the Quirky Quaker and the thread chicken were my January whip go. I did not do whip go in February, and I'm just letting it go. It's fine.
Whatever you want.
Is from Tracy Horner Ink Circle, thread chickens, and I did it with a variegated Cosmo floss. You see those little chickens, those little skulls. I
So good.
did some creative starting and ending things to get all those
Mm.
skulls pink, and then the chickens were more the orange and yellow, but I think it looks lovely.
Yeah, you did a good job.
And this will be my small for Stitch North. So I'm gonna give it away after all.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah,
That's a
and
good
it's on
idea.
I think it's actually a 22 Hardanger that's been dyed green. This is from a Kaylee tent stitch grab bag.
I did not know that. It's a good one.
And then I showed the start of this last time, I believe. I finished my Piney Owl. Light. Uh, from Christy Pixie Pixel Cross Stitch. This was our little freebie from our Natural World sale, a little gift for participating that came with our December drop. And I did this on, so it's on the same 56 count olive fabric that I did my Natural World on. And then I stitched it with a Brennan needle and a hand dyed by Rolanda. So, and he's so tiny because of that,
So tiny.
right? So I love him a lot. He was another finish. And then your friend of mine, Dee at Dee's 20 Stitches, came out with another Let's Make a Statement. So let's make a statement number 4. And I jumped on it and I stitched it up in like 24 hours.
It looks really good. I love your lions.
They're very fancy. Gender affirming care saves lives. I stitched this. So I have the Brennan needle. Let's get tipsy. That is the official floss, although Dee has some good suggestions for alternatives. The rest is DMC or hand dyed by Rolanda for the rest of it. So I will finish it like the rest.
I
And
really like
pardon?
turn it into a banner. I was
Yeah,
just gonna say I really like
my bunting isn't
the,
up there right now because I took it down for our year end and then I haven't put it back up. So I can bunting this, add it to it, and then rehang it.
I really like the font for the words gender affirming because it looks almost like handwriting. It looks really cool. Yeah. I'm looking forward to stitching that one. I should just like burn through the last three all in one go.
Yeah, none of them are super, super big, and then you're working with the same colors and things. I have a pretty big finish, which is my excavation cowl. So this is knitting, not cross stitch. And so this is Elizabeth Hunt is the pattern designer. The yarn is all Yarnaceous. It came in my December countdown box. Um, and it's just, a little
It
stag,
looks so cool. I like those colors a lot.
little triceratopses, brontosauruses, little footprints. These are flowers. These are flowers. I missed a row in there. Don't pay too much attention. I love this T-Rex skull. It's so good. I haven't woven in all my ends yet. I really need to learn the like weave as you go method, but it's so cozy. I'm gonna put it on. Maybe I'm gonna put it on. I should have taken my glasses off. There we go.
That looks very cozy.
Yeah. And so I need to find, I
It's
haven't
feels like
woven the
snug.
ends yet. It's so snug. It's so good. Um, it does not work well with a hoodie though.
Yeah.
I haven't woven in all the ends yet because I can't find my needle. So that's what I need to do after we're done filming so I can weave them in because it's gonna be like -20 where I'm going. So this would be perfect. Uh,
Yeah.
the rare moments I might be outside while I'm there. Okay. I'm gonna take it off again or else I'm gonna get way too warm. But
And it's kind of like work related, sort of
what do you mean?
like because like well, not to the job that you do now, but for what your degree was for anyway, digging
No,
up bone.
it's different. Archaeology and paleontology aren't the same things.
They are different, but you did dig up a lot of bones.
I did dig up a lot of bones, but they weren't fossils.
No,
Lots and
if
lots.
it were fishes, they would have been.
Mhm. Okay, for those of you keeping count at home, that's number 7. And then I finished my sassy and snarky swap, which I feel pretty confident the person I'm sending to does not watch us. If they do, how would they know it's theirs? So, if you are familiar with that gay pirate show, Our Flag Means Death, you will know these characters and that You Can Go Suck Eggs in Hell is the start of their epic love story. Little cuties.
Very cute.
If you want to know the pattern, I bought them off of Etsy. I didn't write down who they're from. So if you're interested in either the little characters were one pattern and the You Can Go Suck Eggs in Hell was another pattern.
Oh, okay. Nice.
I have no idea how I'm going to finish this yet. I got to figure that out. That will be my task next weekend when I'm back. Will be
Mhm.
to turn that into something so that it can get into the mail relatively soon after that. And so I might do a whole bunch of finishing. Because once you have the stuff out, it's really easy to do more. It's the
Oh yeah. Zip right through a bunch of
clearing
stuff.
the space to do the stuff. And then my last finish is a surprise finish for everybody, including myself. I will show you a little bit later my second kitted up swap, which Michelle Chinook Crafter kitted up for me a pattern I already have. And so I decided I should finish the pattern I had started from the person before I start the one that Michelle sent me. I pulled it out and it actually was just like probably less than 5 hours total of stitching left on it. It's my Darwin sampler.
Ah, it looks so good.
But I am very poorly today and very stupid and hate everybody and everything. See Darwin to see Lyle with some cute beetles, nice border. This is a Kaylee fabric. It is called Mystery. I don't know if that means it's a mystery fabric or if that's the name. And then the floss is also Kaylee, and I cannot remember what the name of it is, but I really like the tone on tone, and you'll see that Michelle was also inspired by tone on tone and did up a nice kit for me for my other pattern. So I am going to finish this, and I'm going to put magnets on the back of it and I'm going to take it to work and put it on the filing cabinets that are behind me. So
Oh,
when I am on a meeting.
I like that. Sounds perfect.
So those are all my finishes. And this was a 2022 start. So, maybe
Clearing
yeah,
clearing up those old whips.
done. Just whoosh off and away. So yeah, that's my
Um,
finish.
I think I do have a fully finished because
Ooh.
I finished my journal page of my stingray.
Oh yeah.
I showed it because I think I had just showed the finished stitching last time. So yeah,
Because I know I've seen it, but did I see it because you showed it or see it
I
because
sent you a picture.
me? Regardless, look at that.
So I journaled my stingray from my from Flosstube at Sea. This was Floss Bingo, the game that we
That's
played.
fun.
I won. I won a bunch of Cosmos. This was the journal thing that we made in Michelle's journal class. So I put all the info about my stingray on there. And then I got these stickers at Michael's because we had to go to Michael's to pick up glue sticks for a journaling class on the way to the thing. So I was like, oh, let me just get some more paper and all kinds of stuff. This is the tag from the stuff that I bought at the boutique place that we went to. This is a sticker from one of the shops that we went to. That's the indigenous people of Puerto Rico. That's their some symbols from their artwork, which was like everywhere in Puerto Rico. This kind of this stuff. And then this is my ticket from our excursion to the beach. And then where I stitched Flosstube at Sea.
I love it.
And this paper was also from Michael's with these fishies. All kinds of stuff.
It looks great.
Yeah, and that's commemorating my trip.
Yeah, it's perfect.
I'll have to do one for Alaska when we go,
Oh, Alaska.
which registration opens in like 2 weeks.
I know. I know.
Okay, moving on to whips.
Quips.
Whips.
What did you work on? Oh, I have
I worked
that's
on.
not a whip.
So, what?
I have a start that's not a whip.
Do you want to show your start that's not a whip?
Yeah, I
I
separated
don't
it.
have
Do we
any.
normally do that? Do we not normally do that? I don't
Yeah,
remember.
I finished all my starts, so I don't have any other starts.
All of them except this one. I started my Strawberry Fields Forever.
Oh, you did?
Sent me
Yeah.
for the kitted up swap. So on the 14th, we had our start date. I just put in a little tiny bit of green
Hmm.
top corner.
It
Uh,
looks. I like
Kim's
those
like half done already, of course,
for
but
sure. She's probably further along than I am, and I've been working on mine for like 2 years.
yeah, right. She'll be done tomorrow, basically. Um, but yeah, I really like the silk. She went
They're
very.
beautiful. She did such a good job.
I will keep working on that at some point soon, maybe.
We'll finish them together, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's not going away. It will stay in my bag upstairs that I have all my active whips in.
Hmm.
Some things sitting there for months and then just get put away again, though.
I had a lot of stuff in my active whip pile that I don't even
It's
think
a
I
hobby. I work
didn't
on
even
what feels
open the bag.
moment. It is not my job. It is my
Exactly. You're
job.
doing it for fun. It's just supposed to be fun.
Mhm.
Speaking of fun, I had to give up on this because it stopped being fun. Um, well, I'm not giving up on it, but I was just like, I need
Yeah,
it's
it's
this fabric is giving me a hard time.
done.
But I worked on my Beverly Glen sampler.
Oh,
So
that's a
this
really nice model. Somebody stitched that really well.
beautiful model. This was stitched by my friend Megan. I'm stitching mine on, I think it's 32 count. but I don't know. It's a very tight 32 count, if it is 32 count. And it's very dark colored, but it's beautiful and I like it, but I just after a while I'm just like I can't. But I did so I had just this little corner, this
Mhm.
little flower in the corner. So I did all of this, I did all of this, I did most of this corn, and I did this whole cow, and I did my initials. I did a good amount. It's just, it's a very tight weave. It's linen, which I don't stitch a lot on, and it's a dark colored linen. So I have to have really good light, and it's just, yeah,
We'll just
it's
keep
just giving me a hard time. I'm
it.
just gonna keep plugging away at it. But I was gonna do like, I was gonna do this as my, because the call for February for Whipco was sampler. So I was supposed to do 10 hours on this. But then also the Pick-a-Whip was something with flowers on it, and that was 5 hours. So I was like, okay, I'll do the 5 hours on this as my thing with flowers on it, and then and then I ended up finishing the data portraits in Paris sampler. So that was mine. And I feel fine about that.
Oh,
But I'm glad.
absolutely. Again, it's your hobby, not your job.
Exactly. And I'm glad I got some work done on it. That was the goal, was to get some work done on it. I also finished my January and my February Stitch for Pride. Mine are oriented a little differently, you'll notice. I did not hold my fabric the right way, and I did not read the instructions properly. And then also, when I started stitching with this green color down here, I didn't like it on this like kind of white. I liked it better on the like orange. So we'll see.
You
And I
look
did the pink.
with your heart.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it'll still be fine. Like it's still a pretty wide piece of fabric even this way.
Hmm.
It's just like also quite long. So who knows? But whatever. I'll figure it out. It'll be fine. I did my flowers pink because while I was reading about Kehinde Wiley, I really liked this painting by him, with these big bright pink flowers. And I wanted to incorporate one of the other colors because I did that in January. So I was like, okay, how can I use another color in here? And a lot of people were doing it in like blue because one of the like the call for floss, like in some of the variations had like a little bit of blue in it. But I was like, no, I want the pink. Yes. This one was good. This was a quick one to stitch too. They've all been really fun. And I'm really liking this fabric. This is Watercolor Falls. This is a Kaylee. Bright, colorful. You look like you're thinking about something.
No, I'm just tired.
Fair enough. I thought you
Probably
were
just
gonna be
associating a little bit.
like, like trying to. I think you were like trying to remember something that you wanted to tell me, and I was like, "What did
No,
she?"
no.
And then I also worked on my summer Quaker, which looks like this. So this was a Whipco call. I believe the prompt was ocean theme. And then I also stitched on it a little bit for the Quaker Zoom that Michelle hosted. So I did quite a bit. I think I did this motif and all these little guys and this S and this big bird. The bird took a while actually.
It looks so good though.
So basically everything under this diagonal line except for this orange one. And the green was already there. All of that.
Thank
Yeah.
you for keeping on top of my birthday, Sal.
I mean, I'm like not even like a quarter of the way. Like it's not good too
I
excited.
haven't touched it since my birthday. Like let's
It was like 6 months ago.
we're getting real close to it again.
Oh yeah, that's true. It's like March already. Oh my God. What even is time? And then I also stitched on Big Hearted Tiny Town because I have like four more tiny towns that I want to do. So I really want to finish this one. And this one I did as a pick-a-whip, which the prompt was something that you started in 2022. And I actually only had like a few things that I started in 2022 that weren't finished. So,
Way to go. I am not in the same boat.
wow. But you finished a lot more stuff. I made it all the way across.
I love it.
So this is the whole width of the pattern. I basically just have to do these two trees and finish. There's like some doodads on top of some of the houses, but most of the house stitching is done.
Nice.
This one needs like these two need like doors. That's pretty much it. Like there's not much left. Like a couple, like one more day on this, I think I could probably finish it. And then I'm gonna do Christmas on the other side here, just like this. So I really like that one. And I also want to start the Halloween one, and I want to start the
The
Harvest.
ones that she's released for market.
I don't love those two. Like they're fine,
I
but
like
I
the
already have some other things I want to do.
like pick and choose pieces, right? Like
Yeah,
you could combine what you like from both of them
yeah,
too.
and just like do like one house from this one and one little, like, because I really like the pelican from the beach one, and I probably will stitch that whole one because it is really cute. But yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, two more whips that I worked on this. So one of them was the Namarie. Is that how we're saying it?
March.
Tapestry. And it's gonna look like this someday. Well, kind
Monday,
of like this.
March 25th. That's the deadline.
Very, very
I'll
similar.
make it. It's gonna be great. What are you talking about? One
Well,
day.
well, this is where I'm at right now.
You could
So
on anything else all month and
I'm
called out of work every single day. You'd be fine.
and brought it with me to Ireland and stitched on it every day on the train.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did. What did I do in the Zoom? I did this up here. I did part of this little snake. This I think is new, the bottom of this. So yeah, I mean it's fun to stitch on. I just like
Really do
it's
love
a
your
lot. It's just a lot.
big. It's a big chart. It's true.
There's just so much there.
Mhm.
And then my last thing that I worked on kind of has a deadline, so I need to finish it. My ink circles around Robin, and this is Elegant Squid, and he's so squiddy. And I'm doing mine on
Oh, so good.
whatchamacallit? Neptune's Depth, I think is what she called this. This is a Kaylee fabric. This is a 16 count. I'm on team 16 count. And this purple is a purple Cosmo, slightly variegated. And this white blue light color is a Threadworks, and it's actually called Sea Treasures, which I don't think I knew that before, but I looked it up because I wanted to put it in my Notion. And I'm almost done. I really just have to do his little tentacles down here, and then there's some more like kind of decorative little bits down there. But like this is the end of where I'm stopping. And I think this is the corner of yeah. So yeah, I'm pretty much done. And I think I have till the end of March. We're supposed to send them. So I will not be late. And I think mine, the one that's getting sent to me, is already on its way because she finished hers in like January. So yeah, those are all my whips.
Oh, wow. You worked on a lot. I have a few more things to show as well. Because somehow I managed to do things. I pulled out my heart sampler by Big Bad Vibes only. I do not have the picture handy to show you, but I know you've seen it many times. So I had basically just the heart in the corner and a tiny little bit of this border. So I put in all of these things, the whole rib cage, and then this whole motif. Um, when I pulled this out to work on, I was inspired because both Allie and Dee were working on theirs. So I thought, oh,
Yeah.
too. I love this so much. So this fabric is a Jody Steel City Stitchers. I don't know if it has a name. And then I have a whole bunch of Brennan needles. And so I'm choosing with my heart, not following sort of the suggested things other than when I get to the anatomical heart, which is where I'm gonna go and put it in. Um, it has very specifically like dark, medium light colors, so I will follow that with the appropriate for mine because so that you get the right shading and contrast. But
Mhm.
otherwise, I'm just doing what I feel like doing.
As you should.
Yeah, it's a 32 count, so I'm using 2 strands over 2 linen threads and
Mhm.
big chart, so it will just take its time. But I feel like I will work on it again this year, potentially, because it's fun and I can very easily get down to that on anatomical heart. So
Yeah, that'll be fun.
I have also re-caught myself up on my Arcana cell. It might have been caught up the last time that we showed too. I don't remember, but we're getting close to the end. So last week 20 came out. So today or tomorrow. This is from Uncanny Kari on her Patreon if you are a Patreon supporter. But so we'll get this card today. Um, and then I will probably put in the rest of the border, like over here that I haven't put in yet, now that I'm close enough that I'm not counting too far. We'll have one more card. And then I suspect she'll give us something to fill in these gaps, I anticipate.
Mhm.
I love it so much. It's so
Yeah, it
pretty.
looks really cool.
And this is Brennan Needle Fabric After the Rain. It's what I did my necessity from Shaded Stitchery on. And then it's black DMC and it's a hand dye by Rwanda purple that I
Mhm.
had. And I'm putting those little extra bits of color in on. So,
Yeah, it looks so nice.
and I'm loving it. There's so many tarot cross stitches.
There's so many now. I'm gonna do some of them,
I
but
just
I will not do all of them.
kind of like, do you just look at all of them and like make a major arcana with like a card from each of them instead of picking
That
one?
would, that would actually be kind of cool. Yeah.
The Lisa Frank tarot that Witchy Stitcher is going to be doing a whole thing on. Do you like it? Just it's so much, so much.
I will definitely do, I really like the unicorn, the death card that she did already. I will definitely do that one. I might do the lovers,
We'll
and then
see.
I might wait and see the other ones that come out.
Have more as it happens. So
Yeah, exactly.
way back at the start of the month, Helen and I did our Angel of Love Zoom and chatting, which is always nice. And I got my second wing done.
Yay! Oh,
I
wow.
got both wings done because the one that was done, which is this one, that I thought was done. I thought it had 2 colors of bead in it, but actually it just had 1 color of bead and the other was a DMC. I really
Oh,
working on this because it didn't show up very well in my photocopy of the chart for the other side, I guess. Um, so those wings are now fully done.
they
So
look really.
now I'm going to be working on her. I'm going to give her a face
Oh, good.
down to the skirt, but so nice. So
Yeah, it looks really good.
not our date yet for March, but we'll figure it out and spend a couple hours visiting, stitching, and then in April we get to be in person.
I was gonna say, are you gonna bring
I don't know.
it?
I don't know if I'm going to bring it. We should discuss. That's a. It's a big project for her to bring, right?
Yeah. And I don't know if it lends itself well to retreat stitching.
Oh, I would not stitch it at the retreat. Maybe
Yeah.
hotel room stitching after, but
Oh
not.
yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Regardless, I'm very excited. Um, and I worked on my From Yalda to Nauru's, and I was like, oh, I'm keeping up. I'm keeping up with the bands. It's going so great. And then I did this one, and I had to make choices, and then my brain doesn't make choices right now. So this
Yeah.
band, if you recall, has like couples, and Miriam did one with a cat, and so I want to have my cats, my dog, and then myself and my hubby. But that's only 5, and there's like 8 things, so that I'm trying to figure out what to do.
I see.
So that's decision paralysis, and then I haven't moved on. So I haven't decided yet if I'm going to take this with me on the plane or not. I couldn't load the picture. There's 2 more that have already been sent out.
Mhm.
There's one where there's vases and flowers, I think. And I'm going to do like I did here and combine them. And then there's one, it's suns. So I don't know. I will
Yeah.
keep working on this. I just haven't worked on it in a couple weeks because of, again, decision paralysis. So I might just move on and leave these boxes empty for now and figure it out later. Yeah, I do love it. And it is very nice to work on when I don't have to make choices with my brain that are very difficult. Color picking easy. Deciding,
Yeah.
figuring out how to represent my little family when there's more spots than there is family is hard. And then I also worked on my
Memorie. That's
yes.
how Jasmine says it.
I don't know what just happened with my brain. It just so I'm in the middle section. I'm working on the words. This snack dragon is all the way done. So right, like that will be the bottom of the word. So I've got
Oh,
this
nice.
3 more lines after that. I only worked on this 2 days this month. If I had worked on it the same amount I worked on it in January, I probably would be done this section, but I didn't. And so March 25th is going to be very soon. I'm not going to make it in time. I'm not reaching mortar on schedule.
Oh,
Not going
that's
to
all
go.
right.
Keep working on it. And, if we all don't finish, it's an excuse to keep having a Zoom every month, which is
Yeah,
fun
exactly.
because
We can keep doing it until everyone's done.
so everybody has done everything, right?
Yeah,
My artichoke that I haven't touched since November, maybe a little,
exactly.
but yeah, I started it and then I promptly put it aside. So that is, with the exception of a crochet shawl that I did not bring downstairs, everything that I worked on this month. You can see the shawl next month. It'll be done, but then it'll be
Excellent. You did
beautiful.
very well.
I'll probably wear it a lot.
Hmm. It looks very warm. All
Okay.
right. Did you buy anything?
Oh, I was just gonna ask you the same thing. Maybe I
I
should show my kitted up. Like I've got some stitchy kindness stuff first.
Oh yeah, you should do that first.
We get into that. First of all, Bite Size Elliot sent me a Valentine. Thank you, Elliot. I'm gonna build my little. I'm not quite sure. It looks like it's maybe a reindeer, but I'll build my little friend. I like this
Hmm.
little card. Very, very sweet. Very appreciated. My friend Megan sent me some stuff from this cruise that she went on. Don't know if you heard about it, but
That's me.
I've got one of the boats. I feel very special. And thank you, Michelle, because you facilitated me having a boat. So I'm gonna take a couple quirky Quakers on my trip with me, and I'm gonna put my flosses on the
Oh,
boat
that's a great idea.
so that I have them all there.
Oh.
Um, Specifically, I'm gonna take the quirky Quaker that Megan showed you that I can't show you because it's just the pattern, but she sent me her ray. So I will work on that. And she very kindly sent me her leftover flosses from it, which is more than enough to stitch it. And she sent me a piece of the fabric that she stitched hers on so we can be twins.
Total twinsing.
Total twinsing. So
I think you'll even have fabric for something else too. That's a pretty big.
it depends on how well I place it, right? If I do it well enough that it's actually there, then I could have another piece. But I'm very bad with the quirky Quakers of like centering them because I think I'm in the center. And then when I finally get the border done, I'm like, oh, I'm really off center. So
That is very common. I feel like because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna start right in the middle. And then it's like, that's not the middle.
yeah,
I don't know how it happens every time.
I've got this really cute little flip flop sandal needle minder, and I have a Flosstube at sea name tag. I could pretend like I was
You can just use it as a
bring it
magnet.
north and bring it, and then people will be like, "Oh, how was the cruise?" And I'll be like, "I got no idea. I wasn't there."
You were there in spirit. We talked about you every day.
It will also make a very well sized needle minder too for a big one.
It's a strong magnet.
You got some stickers. Stickers are always appreciated. especially puppy dinosaurs. And I got some really nice batik scraps that I can use to make little cross stitch pillows.
Yeah, you can.
I love them a lot. And Megan sent it all in this nice little bag.
I tried to find a sea themed bag. They didn't have any with turtles on them, but
So,
that was the closest one I could get.
so I love it all. So make a good little Notion bag and a project bag.
I have mine. I put mine in the in my little like living room stitching kit, and it has all my little like bobbin holder thingies and those magnet thingies in there, so that I can just like if I'm yeah putting something on a frame or whatever, so they're
Mm-hmm.
not all just like in a mess.
And then it's already covered in hair. I don't know. Something about this fabric has attracted all the pet hair to it. I got my kitted up swap from Michelle, and she went a little overboard. Gosh, look at this bag. Look at it. It's
It's
so good.
so cute.
I
I
love
love
it. But it is very hair attractant. And there's a lot of hair in my house. I don't
it.
know if you,
Really,
but I
is it
have
like
this
really
large dog.
soft?
Pardon? Yeah, it's
Like,
got it's like a it's just
oh,
slightly, I don't know, something
like
about the texture on it.
kind of velvety almost, I guess.
Yeah, right. It's a cotton, but it's just got something that the hair sticks to very well. So I showed you my Darwin sampler, and then I'm not prepared at all. Pattern doesn't have a cover photo. Instagram wasn't loading for me. But the Darwin sampler is Hannah Stitching on Instagram, is the designer. And she has another pattern called Inordinate Fondness, and it's just all beetles. It's like a beetle sampler. And
Hmm.
so Michelle sent me this fabric that she dyed herself. Please appreciate how beautiful this is.
It's so pretty. She's so good. Her fabric is amazing.
And then she sent me 5 flosses of varying purples to stitch it with.
It's gonna look so good.
So there's two variegated sulkies, two chameleon threads, which I'd never heard of before. They are from South Africa, lilac, haze, and violets.
Mm.
Really pretty. And then antique violet Valdani floss.
Oh wow, that's so nice.
Yeah, I think that that's going to be pretty. And then she also sent me this beauty. It's slightly too small for the beetles to fit on.
Mm.
So I'll have to unfortunately find something else to stitch on it, but it's beautiful.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Yeah. Fabrics dyed by Michelle. She does a good job.
She's a really good job.
Thank you, Michelle. So I am going to bring this, I'm going to start it on my little trip.
It's
Now that
amazing.
my fabric's done. Conveniently this morning.
Yeah, and it's
Also,
already ready to go.
that's very on theme. Her mom makes these.
Oh, so cute. That's really pretty.
And she sent me coffee. There's space.
Ooh.
So time to cough. You get any purchases or gifties?
I didn't get any gifts. No, didn't get any gifts. But I did get some purchases. Trying to remember if I showed the stuff that I got from Patty. Did I show you that I got this pattern in the last video? I don't
I
know.
don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so. I feel like I bought it afterwards. Anyway, so I got Song for Newfoundland by Four Boys and an NL Girl Designs, which is our friend Patty. I
Beautiful.
really like that big whale. And I also joined her Sal. Yeah, so this is the last one that we got. This is the fox.
Oh, he's cute.
He's so cute.
And ears poke out.
Little ears coming out of his hat. And then There's oh, those are just the patterns. Got a picture. Yeah, here we go. Nope, never mind. Anyway, the first two, it's like a penguin and it's a polar bear, and then we just got the fox.
Nice.
I haven't started anything yet. I don't know when I'm going to, but I wanted to have them because they're so cute. And she showed them to us when we were on the cruise, and I was like, yeah, I want those.
Yeah, I've seen people stitching them. They look very cute.
Yeah. And then I also got from Shaded Citrus when I was buying her PDF. I bought the Seven Blooms for Seven Sisters.
Literally sitting there because I want to pull all the DMCs, so I'm ready to start it because I love it so
Isn't
much.
it so pretty? I love it. It's so, so nice. I was thinking I really want to do it on like a blue fabric. So I don't know. I'm gonna, but yeah, I absolutely love it because I was on her Gumroad because I wanted to get that PDF and then I was like, yeah, I want this too. Is that all I bought? And then I bought Dee's new Let's Make a Statement, which I have also not downloaded. Everything's in my email. Oh, and I also bought fish and chips from London. And I'm gonna.
I was going to talk about that when we talk about
Oh,
plans.
really? I missed the leap day stitching, but I think I'm gonna start it this year. I really want to start a long dog, so
I also missed it. I had like an 11-hour day.
and I think that's all the patterns. I'm trying not to buy stuff, but anyways. And then a long time ago, like in like at Christmas time, I ordered fabric from Kaylee because she was doing a buy one get one, and I was like, twist my arm. So I ordered three, so I got six, which is a very good deal. So I got another piece of Chemical Romance, but this one has like fluorescent stripes on it. Yeah.
Oh, God.
It's like the other ones that I have are like much like bluer. This one's really cool.
Mhm.
Like bright fluorescent yellow in the middle there. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with this because it was like the 10-inch strip. And I love a odd shaped piece of fabric. So, and then I ordered this one is Dear Lisa Frank.
Nice.
Just, you know, amazing.
And I'm guessing that those yellow or green or whatever it is are brighter than it showed up on camera.
I think it's pretty close. Like it's not it's like it is a little brighter, but it's like that's pretty
Yeah, it's
darn
showing
good.
brighter there now. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't wait to stitch on this. That is an amazing piece. And then the other one that I ordered was Ursula's Domain. Well, maybe that's what I'll put my Seven Sisters on.
Good. So good.
That's so good. And this one's linen. Those two are Ada. This one is 32 count.
So good.
And then the bonus pieces that I got. So she sent me another piece of Nothing Rhymes with Orange, which is amazing. But it's also like a strip.
Oh,
So, but I think these would actually be perfect for like um for the autumn those cottage garden ones that I
yeah.
wanted to do. I want to put them on this. I it might be a little narrow, but I think if I go this way, it might be okay. I don't know. We'll see. I haven't really measured it yet, but
Mhm.
yeah, it's a really long strip. So that was perfect. Because I even was like looking at this and I was like, should I order more? Because it's such a great like autumn color.
And you didn't have to.
And then I got this amazing green.
That looks a lot like the green I have for my caterpillar lad.
Yeah.
Good.
This one is just called Unnamed. It doesn't have a name.
I don't think I don't have them handy
This
here.
one is a
I don't
30,
think mine has a name either. So.
and this one's 32 count. So this one, we didn't talk about it yet, but I think this is what I'm gonna put my biomes sow on. the green. So that looks really good. And then this one, which is also unnamed and is a 30 count. This is what I'm gonna put my fish and chips on.
Yes.
Yeah. And I'm gonna do like light colored flosses.
I like it.
Yeah. It's like purple and blue and it's huge.
How are you
I
gonna orient? Are you gonna have like
don't know yet. Yeah. I'm definitely gonna have to like pick a side because it's kind of like yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out. But yeah, I thought that would be good. So that's what I got from Kaylee. Did you get anything else? I think
I've
that's everything.
got a few things. Um, I got my floss of the month from Rolanda, as I do every month. And it's these beautiful tonal set. Where did
Ooh.
I swear, it's like nothing wants me to be able to have something to put them behind. Here it is. And then I'm gonna knock my whole in the Marie tapestry off the table. Okay,
Those are so pretty.
still don't see the real. I don't know. But they're red and purple, like these nice, deep, rich colors. Even maybe a little bit of black in one, like just really nice colors. And I was inspired when I saw that based on a trick of the light thing when Christy sent me a picture of the biomes while she was working on it. It doesn't matter. It's
Mhm.
not like that for anything anybody else sees. But I was like, oh, I like how that looks. So I'm going to do my biomes on I have this piece of winter
Oh,
red.
looks really good on that.
Yeah, you can see the colors a lot better there. But then this fabric is now really washed out. It's much richer than it looks. I wonder.
Okay.
But it's going to be really pretty. And because the biomes is a little bit smaller than the natural world, this is a 40
Hmm.
count, but I'll be able to use the same frame that I got for natural world. So they'll
Oh,
be,
yeah.
but I won't have to strain my eyeballs
Doing
and
56.
fight with inappropriate floss for a 56 count linen, right? Because I was using it was thick on there, especially that border. But I'm looking over there because it's just yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. So and then I also have bought my natural biomes, beautiful biomes,
Different
natural
times, yeah.
beautiful
About it.
biomes. Christy's going to give us the border to begin with. The border is much less intense than last year. We've all suffered enough. Pretty, but there's a lot of things.
Yeah.
But she's going to give us the border first, and then she's going to do the monthly drops. And there are half as many stitches in this as there was in Natural World.
Excellent
Very
news.
manageable. But so I am ready for when that comes.
Hmm.
I got my fabric of the month and bag of the month from Kaylee. I showed my bag and fabric last month, right?
I'm pretty sure. What do you remember what they were?
Well, they're sitting right here. That's why I'm confused. I had my grimace.
I feel like we saw that.
My okay.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
I'm like
I just
99% sure.
put them away normally, but I also we filmed and I had to go, right? So I don't.
Yeah, so you just like left them there. Yeah.
Um.
Yeah, I'm
So
definitely gonna get the grimace.
I I saw Kaylee posting some things on her shop, and I never want to buy immediately because I never know what I'm gonna get. And I
Mhm.
got two things that I would have bought anyways. So it's very exciting. So the first, my fabric is Hugs and Smooches.
Ah, yeah, that's good.
It's so good. So good.
So good.
I need something that will fit on this whole thing,
Yeah.
right? So good. I love it. I believe Allie said it best when she said you could just frame
Yeah. That's already perfectly beautiful art.
And then I'm getting a cross stitch bag and then a knitting bag, cross stitch bag, knitting bag. So I got a cross stitch bag or a knitting bag, sorry.
Hmm.
It's
Oh,
characters.
what?
Oh god.
I love that. I love the purple trim too.
Yeah,
That's
it's so good. So good. I am a little worried about how light it is, but
mhm. Yeah. No, it looks so good.
so good. And this one is more more spacious than the last one I got. So did a bigger project in here too.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Tons of
Yeah,
space.
I love it. Thank you, Kaylee. Um, trying to think what else. I only have one more thing that you don't have. I got a silly little treat for myself from Emily Fangirl Fibers. She did a Zayden and Segale, you
Oh
know,
yeah. Yeah.
thing. This is the bag. Will I ever use this in public? Probably not. But it will hold lovely things for me at home.
Yeah, why not?
But these are the yarns. So this one is Shadow Daddy, and then this is Dagger Tail Dragon, which is
Hmm.
so beautiful. I love it so much. So I'm gonna do Elizabeth Hunt, the person who did the excavation cowl, has a dragon cowl,
Hmm.
which I didn't prepare to show you the picture of in any way, shape, or form. So I'm gonna use these for it. I am a little worried that the imagery in the color work will not show up very much with the dark bits, but
Hmm.
I'll give it a try. If it doesn't work, I can always pull it out.
Yeah.
And then it also came with some ridiculous stitch markers that say things like Shadow Daddy, Be My Wing Leader, and Zadie's Girl.
You are such a Zadie's girl.
And a fourth wing candle called Shadow Daddy. I don't know what
Um,
it's supposed to smell like, but it smells like a candle with a little swirl in there. And there was a bookmark too, which I don't have in the bag.
oh, that's good.
Yeah, I just, it's fun. I love
Yeah.
her yarn regardless.
Yeah, the yarn's really good.
Also purchased in a moment of weakness. Just
I mean, I'm always thinking about Zayden Morrison, so
kind
that
of a
bag is very appropriate.
kind of an asshole. So I don't actually spend that much time thinking about him.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. I think that brings us to
I have one more thing that I forgot about. I found my penguin and
Ooh,
my polar bear.
so cute.
I love their little hats. The hats are gonna be fun. And the polar bear. So this is a 8 months or 10 months digital loan. So every month we get a new one. And
Very
then I also forgot that this was on my list to get before I went away. And so when I got back, I got Azad, the,
Oh,
the
I
long.
have not bought that yet. I need to.
There's two versions. You can do a monochrome or you can
But why
do
why would you do that when you can do the rainbow?
why I mean, I guess, but I'm gonna do the rainbow. I'm not gonna do the monochrome.
So
Yeah,
Miriam, you are the queen of borders. That unicorn head border is fantastic.
it's gonna be good.
So good.
And I also pre-ordered cross stitch for the forest
Oh,
from Pigeon Coop Designs.
the whole book?
Um, yeah, he's releasing a book. So this is some of the things that he has released in the past. Very
Mm-hmm.
cool. Everything very nature themed. Michelle Schnittkrafter is stitching like three of his like hiking designs right now. So yeah, I'm very excited for this. and that's coming out in July. So I pre-ordered my copy now as a show of support. So yeah,
As
that's everything I bought.
Mhm.
I had a lot of patterns on my list to buy before I went away, and then I was like, buy everything now before you forget.
We got our bird boxes.
Yay, burps!
Yay! They're so good. So good. I mean, I say that and it sounds like I'm surprised. I am not surprised. Let's be clear.
Not surprised either.
This is 100% on theme. We talk about this fabric and how
Where's my? I put
amazing.
everything away after I unboxed it for you. I got my box before Megan got hers box, and I tried to do an unboxing, but like filming things while you're doing things is like really hard.
It is.
I don't know how the influencers do it. Look at this bag. So
Yeah,
many little cute little bags.
Jessie does a great job at packaging.
Did you do Ada?
This is 40 count linen.
Okay, yeah. So I did 18 count Ada.
So the color is very different.
They're ever so slightly different. I love these speckles. Yours
Oh,
is yours has got a lot more of the dark pink.
yeah, it's so good.
Yeah.
So pleased.
Certainly not complaining. You can't really see how much teal is actually in mine. There is quite a bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can tell where it is. It's just not popping.
Yeah. It looks more poppy in person.
So
And then
that
I
one's Thrive, and then this is Flourish.
oh
So
yours is very good.
good.
It's pretty much the same.
Yeah, you can see how it takes the dye differently, though, right? Like the Ada's like, I'm gonna soak you all up.
See how different it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so pretty.
And we got our flosses.
Oh, did we get flosses? Where are my flosses?
I hope you got flosses.
I did. They're just they're
You
in the
might
stuff.
look at those colors. So, so good.
So pretty. So pretty. A slightly smaller palette this year.
Yeah.
I forget how many there were last year, but there was more. We got needle minder.
Oh, I put on my seven.
Mm.
And the little needle thing.
Oh yeah, a
Needle
little
hole.
thin.
Little burps.
Oh, you've got burps on yours. Mine is butterflies.
Oh, it's different.
Yeah,
Oh,
nice little tin. I got this burb.
I think I got something else. Well, yeah, I got a different burp.
Burps.
Burps. I got a needle minder as well. Got some little foldy simmers part and some scissors
I got those things too.
and a pink floss ring.
Oh yeah, I've got one of those too.
I didn't put my flosses on my thing. Needles.
Rings,
Always need needles.
needles.
Never know.
Always use needles. I got this little hummingbird sticker.
These are the floss rings.
Yes, mine are still in their package. So they're in here, but they look like those. Got a sticker.
Candy.
Well, those I don't have those anymore.
I ate one immediately and then I was like, I'm gonna save one for after we show it. And then this bag. This is such a great bag.
Yes, I have one of those bags too to put all my stuff in.
I have some stickers. Where do my stickers? Oh, I know what's in here. Oh yeah, I was holding it sideways. Isn't that so,
So
this
good.
one? I don't want to say it's my favorite, but it's my favorite. Like,
Ari mm,
I think it's so
does
cool.
good things.
Yeah.
Does good things. We got this nice guide to our box as well.
I got this sticker. Did I get another sticker?
Did you get a little verb sticker?
A little sticker. I got, yeah, I got a little.
Oh, a hummingbird too. Then we got patterns.
The most important part of the whole box. Well, I mean,
This one is from Darling and Whimsy Design. Take Heart, Gentle Soul. It is so pretty.
I like that one a lot. I love the the teal and pink bird. This is Jessie's fourth pattern ever. So, so good.
I don't know what
And
order.
speaking of Miriam,
This, oh my goodness. I love this bird so much. All feather pen.
giant eye.
So good.
Oh, he's so good. And his name is Oddball Feather Paint.
The third.
Third. And then this one,
Oh yeah.
I am obsessed. I'm obsessed with this. It's
And
so,
I love like, so Kari paints the thing,
yeah.
right? Paints these beautiful things. And then Dee takes the thing and translates it to cross stitch. It's not like they just take the art and then give you a pixely whatever. Dee very
No,
obviously. This is also why there's always so many fractional stitches, but it looks so good at the end, right?
is there a lot? I didn't even look at the thing.
Oh, this one does not appear to have any fractional stitches.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah. And then we got, oh,
Mm-hmm.
oh yeah, these weirdos.
From Peruvian Flair,
So good.
hummingbirds,
And bendies.
shells. It says, I am the measure of my worth, and I say I am worthy.
I like that because they were working with this palette. It's like, okay, yeah, your bird has turquoise legs.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it happens in nature. It happens.
Yeah, I know. Absolutely how nature intended.
That is the 2024 February Burb box. Don't, well, sleep on the 2025 one until I have confirmed my purchase, and then
Yeah,
you can do whatever you need to do. But if anybody gets between me and my bird box,
it definitely will be getting the fully fledged again. It's
yeah,
just like,
yes,
how do you know?
there's no reason not. I mean, I guess
Did
there's.
anyone do the math and figure out if there's enough floss for all of these? Or would we have to like
Haven't
pick and
done the
choose?
maths. They're all pretty small. What size fabric did you get?
18.
So you could potentially do it with one strand. It's silk, so it'll be poofier. You could
It is
try.
quite fluffy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love it. Once I have emptied out my bird box, it can go, my other one's sitting on the shelf. It can go live with it.
I did not get the original bird box. Although I have all of those dinky dyes too, and I only got two of those patterns. So maybe I can just have fun with
Yeah, you could do a color conversion on one of these ones. You could probably do a
it.
really fun oddball feather pants with the other colors.
Definitely could. I definitely want to stitch all of them. Like there's not a single one that I'm like, no, I won't stitch that.
Yeah,
They're
no
all
disappointing patterns in that box. Nice. So I did not start my long dog on the leap year. And I had every intention to. And then I had a really long day. And so I didn't. And then the next day I got it out. And I don't think I like my color and fabric choice anymore.
okay.
This is what I had pulled. but I just think that the tones don't go. And I feel like I probably did it in poor lighting when I first pulled it.
Right. Yeah.
But I
I
really
like
like,
that blue.
yeah, the fabric is really good.
Yeah.
This is the wrong floss for it.
Yeah.
I don't have enough of anything else that makes sense to do it in though. So do I order different floss or do I do it in either white or ecru,
Hmm.
make it look like this? That's a lot of light colored stitches.
Yeah. A lot.
I feel like I'm having a crisis. Not actually that important.
I mean, I'm doing mine in like I think it's like 775 or something, like a very light blue. And I might throw
I
in,
could pick a DMC that would be tonally nice on this.
yeah. And I think I'm gonna do some parts in like a light, like greenish color too. I'm sort of like I don't want to do it fully monochrome. I want to like kind of pick out motifs that are
That's
like
true. There's a lot of motifs that are like
not fish.
from, well, there's not fish, but they're also physically separated. They're not all
Mm.
connected.
Yeah. And I saw somebody, I was kind of like, I was looking for inspiration and I kind of just like searched fish and chips on Instagram. And there's a lot of people who have done it in just like all colors. And it looks really cool.
Maybe I'll
So,
go do a little perusal. I missed the start date, so who knows when I'll start it now. I was all prepped and then was like, actually, those don't go well together. And
I,
could have just started it, but then I probably would have been mad. And then I probably would have been like, but I don't want to pick it all out. And then I
yeah,
would have.
you gotta be like 100% sure when
Yeah.
you're committing to something big.
Yeah.
Like,
So I'll just keep thinking about it. I'll figure something out eventually.
mhm. I really wanted to start mine on leap day too, but it just didn't happen. And that's fine. And I also wanted to show my fabric, because I had just it was like part of my haul, so now it's like
You
now I
can't
can use it.
before you show it. That's not a real rule.
There are no rules.
Exactly. There's zero rules.
I when I ordered mine, I somehow like I ordered off the website and I didn't get an email to download it because I think you're supposed to download it when you buy it or I don't know, whatever. So
I bought a physical one, so I don't have.
yeah. So I emailed the shop and it was like a Sunday and I was like, "Oh, I'm not going to hear from her until like next week and it's fine." It's like whatever. I just didn't I like emailed her when I was like thinking about it because I was like otherwise I'm going to forget. And then literally like a couple hours later, she was like, "Here's your chart. I hope it like got to you safely, whatever, whatever." And I was like, "Oh my God, like first of all, don't rush, like it's fine." And then I was like, "Yep, it's been safely downloaded. Everything is good now." And she was like, "Okay, good. I can take you off my list of people to worry about." And I was like, "Yes, I am safe." It was really cute. So I highly recommend the Long Dog website if you ever want to buy any of their PDFs. They are wonderful.
I don't know. Do you follow her on Instagram?
I do now. I didn't before. Yeah. Yeah. She's really, really funny. So
Otherwise, for plans, I'm just gonna keep stitching what my brain tells me to stitch and not think very much about it. That's that's where I'm at. That's my bandwidth this
that's
month.
a that's an excellent system.
Mhm.
I have really been enjoying Pick a Whip. So, and I've been getting some good progress on random stuff that I probably wouldn't have grabbed
Mhm.
otherwise. So the one for this month is or for this part of March is to stitch on something by a person of color. So I'm gonna pick up my From Yelda to Nowruz Sal again and get some progress on that before I go away. I'm going on a trip on Wednesday. So for the next few days, I can work on that. And then on my trip, I'm going to work on my two Quirky Quaker calls for March. So one was a PDF chart And the second prompt was any animal.
Oh,
So I already had the PDF chart for the flamingo, which I had not started, which was from last year. And then I decided to buy the new chart of the sloth.
cute.
He's so cute. Which I thought
Oh,
was appropriate because I went to Costa Rica last year and sloths are native to Costa Rica. And then I went to Florida in January and there's a lot of flamingos in Florida. So it feels very appropriate
yeah.
for me to stitch both of these this year. And so to make it simple, because I want to do it on my trip, I'm doing them both on this blue, this nice blue color, which I think is just like a 14 count. And then I have for my flamingo, these are all from, um, or two of these are from Roxy. So this is Flamingo and Warm and Fuzzy from
Nice.
Roxy Flosco. And then for the body of the flamingo, I have this pink, variegated dark pink, which is like so perfect.
Mhm.
And this is Tut 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 Tut
Actually,
from Britain. So that's gonna be my flamingo. And then for my sloth, I'm doing kind of a brighter color green. I'm gonna do this. This is Jaded from Roxy Flosco. And then for the branch, I'm doing this brown. And then his face is gonna be white because it's not charted because she just stitched it on like a white fabric, so it's just
oh,
like
so you
blank.
don't want to
And
bleed.
then yeah, and then but it says like it's like if you're stitching it on a different color floss, then stitch the face so that he doesn't have like a blue face or whatever. And then his body, I'm gonna use this one I got um from my raccoon. So it's like kind of a gray. Yeah. And that's yeah. And that'll be my March stitching. And then my March Whipco ones are full coverage, 10 hours on any full coverage piece. So I'm gonna do that when I get home. And then 10 hours on any witchy. So just stitch any witchy stitcher piece. And I think I have like five of hers right now. So can do any of the ones that I want to do. Yeah. I think if I did 10 hours on Goth Queer, I could finish it because it was not very big. And there's all
But
of the like smaller like color changing bits were all at the top, which are done. So it's mostly just like big blocks of color left.
might
So
as well try for a finish.
I could get pretty close, I think, so I could probably do it. But yeah, those are my March plans.
Good
And then
for
I'm
you.
probably also gonna bring my Highland Coos with me, the little bookmark, just because it's really good plain stitching. And we have a long flight. We're going to Ireland. I don't know if I mentioned that.
I feel
Some
like
people
I knew, but maybe the other people did
you
not.
knew. Some people who are watching this might also know, but not everyone. So
It's gonna be so good.
it's gonna be so good.
I did say I was gonna stitch with my heart, but one of the things my heart really wants to stitch ASAP is the March Stitch for Pride pattern, which if you have not
Yeah.
seen that, so Stephanie, she is the artist, and she does like Asian food things in ceramics. It's very cool.
Yeah.
If you are a Stitch for Pride person, I only just like peeked at the learning. It's so good. But the pattern that Dee has given us is a sriracha.
I'm trying to. Ooh, it
So
should be in the
so
email.
I will stitch that. And then I might stitch it again just by itself for a friend who has a thing for sriracha paraphernalia. So I feel like
Here
it would be
it is.
all gift. There, you're prepped. So
You
good.
can see the river. Yeah, it's like a ZZ stitching, so the it's like the negative,
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah, yeah, it's gonna look really good. I'm gonna have to figure out where I'm putting that one on mine.
Don't
But
put it where your heart tells you to. I'm gonna
yeah,
put mine where it's meant to be, but that's fine.
it'll be fine. I'm not worried because
Well,
also if
do what you want. Dee doesn't care.
yeah, and if I get to a certain point where I'm like, this isn't gonna fit on here anymore, I can also just do them separately because that was also
Yeah.
a fully acceptable way to do them. The important thing is the learning, and the stitching is like the fun part.
Yeah,
Yeah. And the learning has been really good.
it has been. Okay,
All right. That's it.
that's it. We'll see you here at the end of March, which I feel like I'm gonna blink and it's gonna be gone.
I can't believe it's already March now. February was even longer than usual, and it felt like it went by so fast.
Yeah. I just time is just
What even is time?
it is a social construct for us to understand things in the world around us, much like mostly everything that we do. Humans are weird, brains are funny.
Yeah.
It's all made up. It's all made up. So,
Well, we will see everyone at the end of March, and we will be getting ready for Stitch North
yes, we will. I
soon.
cannot wait to
I'm,
not be at work for 2 weeks.
I mean, yeah,
It is what it is.
that is.
I'm making plans to
I'm missing.
at the end of
I'm
May.
missing spring break, and I did not even plan that.
Oh,
But I'm so
brilliant.
happy.
Well,
Yeah, that was not the plan. But I was like looking at the schedule for next week and I was like, spring break. Oh, I picked a really good time to go away.
yes. Okay,
Yeah.
we will see you all in a month-ish. Take care. Happy stitching.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.